Hello everybody, it's what is it? It's the 16th of August 2013. I had to think for a moment then, and it's funny actually because I've made a few of these videos and I keep getting the date wrong, but I'm just back from holiday, so maybe you'll excuse me. I got back quite late last night, 3:30 in the morning, so I'm feeling a little bit tired, but I just wanted to reach out and say hello to you all again. And actually the forgetting the date is quite interesting because when we go on holiday, of course, we're living more in the moment, and in a way time recedes into the background a little bit. You become unaware necessarily of what day of the week it is because all your old routines are sort of stripped away. So I'm obviously still slightly in that holiday vibe. But firstly, I wanted to reach out and say thank you for everyone that's watching this YouTube channel. Really grateful to all the people out there that are reaching out and hopefully enjoying my work. I was really thrilled to see that over 400 people have watched the latest August broadcasts from Archangel Metatron, and he tells me that there's many more of you to come and also join our sort of circle, our community here. So that's fantastic to come back and see that number. But also just wanted to say a little something. It's not going to be a long video, this one, just about where I've been and some of the spiritual information that's come through for me then, or whilst I've been away, even though I haven't necessarily asked for it. I've been in Turkey and really enjoyed a holiday there with my family. It's been really relaxing, recharging, enjoyed every second of it really. And whenever I go away on holiday, I always sort of say to Spirit, to Metatron, sort of back off a little bit, give me some space just to recharge, be with my family, and I don't necessarily do all my normal spiritual practices like meditation or anything like that. But it is interesting. It happens every time. Every time you sort of strip away all the routines and practices, and sometimes just have actually that blank slate, which is what a holiday is in a way, to recharge. Spirit come in and give you a lot of energy and a lot of information. And that certainly happened with Metatron as well. So although I've had a lovely, relaxing holiday, I've also received a lot of new information for my work, which is going to be keeping me busy in the coming months. The first thing to say is that the colours out there in Turkey are just so vibrant and rich, and I just feel as though I've been surrounded by these, ruby reds, beautiful rich greens, obviously the aquas of the ocean and the seas, and white light everywhere as well, and gold. So really vivid, pungent, rich colours. And behind me, you can see my the colour mirrors bottles that I work with. And for those of you that aren't acquainted with who I am, my website is amandaellis.co.uk and my Facebook page is Angelic Celestial Colours, and I sort of interweave Metatron's energy and colour energy. One of the things that Metatron has been talking to me about for a few years is that he wanted me to bring through with his energy a range of colour essences or colour bottles, colour healing tools that are very much linked to my work with him. It's not the first time that this has been done, but it's the first time that I have personally done it and put my energy into it. And on November the 11th, I'm going to be launching these new colours. And before I went away, I had quite a specific idea of what I thought they were going to be, because I haven't actually put the order in yet to the lady that produces them in South Africa for me, who's Melissa Jolly. But being away in Turkey, the whole thing has just turned on its head, and I'm now very clear about what they need to be. And what they are going to be is a set of chakra oils. So very much they're going to be the shape of the colour bottles behind me, the round ones. But there's been specific colours that Metatron's been talking to me about in Turkey, and also telling me why these colours are particularly needed in this chakra system. That it's going to be Metatron's chakra oils. And within the Colour Mirrors range, we already have chakra oils. We have colours representing the third dimensional consciousness, which are all the traditional colours of the chakra system that you may be familiar with. Red for base chakra, for example, orange for sacral, pink for heart, blue for throat, and so on. And also we have what is called the fourth dimensional chakra colours, where our bodies are starting to vibrate at a slightly different density and frequency, and so therefore the colours that our chakras relate to are changing as well. And so we have these 2 sets already. And I guess when Metatron first started talking to me about, no, there needs to be another set, another chakra set that you're going to be bringing through, I thought, well, I'm not sure. Why would we need those? But I'm really clear now in terms of why we need them. And I'm going to be sharing more of that with you in the coming weeks. And these new colours are going to be representing the new dimensions that we are walking into, above 4th dimensional consciousness. And there are some surprising colour choices in there. And the most surprising is that the densest colour that has the slowest frequency, I suppose, is red. And red has always sat at the base chakra. And within this new system, we are still going to have some red within these bottles, because it's really important. I've been in Turkey. I've been surrounded by the red flag in Turkey, which is red and white. And those colours, the red, the crisp redness, and the fresh white, in a way symbolises what we are all being asked to walk into. Yes, we are being asked to activate our light bodies, which means that we are able to literally hold more light within us. And I guess that colour is represented by white light. But we still have red blood running through our veins. We still are made of bone. We still are, that red, rich colour of blood and life is still important to us. And it grounds us. And what we become is we become divine humans who are walking our spiritual life on this planet Earth. So we're still going to have red within our system, and that was quite a surprise to me, but it's needed, and I'll explain more about that another time. A few of the chakra colours were very easy to come by and came quickly, and a few of the others I had to really meditate on out there. And one I was had a slight question mark coming home over, which was the crown chakra, actually. Even though Metatron has given me colours for the Soul Star and Stellar Gateway, the crown chakra, just situated here above the top of our head, I had a couple of colours that I was playing with and I wasn't quite sure. And it's funny because I've come home and the 4th dimensional colour for the crown chakra, I'm just trying to put it in a way that you can actually see that colour. That's probably the best shot. Can you see it's almost gone like a, how would we describe that? Cornflower blue is how I would describe it in the base. Now, usually this is a lilac colour. It's normal for the colour mirror bottles to change to reflect new energies that come in. My crown chakra for a long time has turned into bright turquoise on the bottom. So as I was coming home last night, I was thinking it's probably turquoise and white, the new colours for the crown. But actually what we have here is this deep cornflower blue. Could even call it platinum. I'm going to work on it and see what more comes through now I'm back. But those of you that follow my Facebook page will know that a few weeks before I went away, one of my clients' Metatron bottles turned this colour. It turned from the deep, or from that basically, from magenta to this colour. And we were talking, me and her were talking about what it could mean. And it meant to me, it was very much related to the gateway bottle, which is number 36. And can you see how similar the colours are within this? And 36 is the gateway, which to me is linked into crown and above. So it all starts to make perfect sense. So I love the fact that Metatron has been giving me information out in Turkey, but equally my bottles here at home have been doing their own thing as well. And then I come in and I see the confirmation of that, which is lovely. So I'll talk more about that in my next newsletter and in my next channeling, which will be, I'll be making that in a couple of weeks anyway. The last thing I really wanted to do was just send out some healing and some love as well to the people of Egypt at the moment. It's very, very sad what is happening out there at the moment. And for me, just having come back from Turkey, where obviously it's very evident there are almost 2 sectors of society, and you see the mosques everywhere, and people of Islamic faith going about their business and going about it peacefully and just wanting a peaceful life basically. And then also there is the more secular part of society in Turkey, which to the outsider, somebody like myself who comes from Europe, looks quite European. I hope I'm not offending anybody by saying that, because obviously I'm honouring the Turkish culture and nationality, but it's just an easy way for me to explain it in terms of dress. Looks quite similar, music styles, just lifestyle look quite similar, but just sort of this not necessarily clash of sector of society, but just very apparent between a more religious side of Turkey and maybe a more secular side. And then in Egypt we see this playing out again, and there's an awful lot of tragedy going on in Egypt at the moment. And I will, in fact now I'm being told to do it now, let's just spray the Metatron essence and just see whether we have a message here for the people of Egypt from Metatron. And don't forget, of course, that Metatron is very much linked into Thoth, who is one of the Egyptian deities, ancient Egyptian deities, who was a scribe and an Egyptian scribe. And Metatron, of course, one of the things he's known for is being God's scribe as well. So there is a link here between the Egyptian people and Metatron as well. So rather than do it in the next video, let's do it now. And this is a message not just for Egypt, but for the whole world, because I really feel that what happens in some of these ancient cultures, and I'm also looking at Greece at the moment, and now we're looking at Egypt, it's almost like it's the way forward for the whole world that's going on out there. The way that religion has dominated our world, really, since since the word dot. And then what we're looking at here, which is that I guess it's the rise of spirituality, personal faith. And I'm not quite sure what the answer is either here, but I'd just like to tune into Metatron and see what he has to say. Okay. I noticed the picture flashed up the white light as we said that, so Metatron very much with us here. And I'm just spraying his scent in the air. Those of you that haven't watched my videos before, it just helps me to tune into his energy. Well, Metatron is sending great love to the people of Egypt, and is really admiring their strength of character, and tenacity is the word that I hear. A very strong, proud race, and a civilization has actually always led the way. A civilization that has gifted the world with wonders of the world that we still look at in awe and amazement, in terms of how did a human being achieve the beauty of the pyramids, the rich golds, the jewelries, the statues, the artifacts that have been left by the ancient Egyptian civilization still astound us in terms of what this nation was able to achieve in the past. And Metatron is saying that the seed of this brilliance is still within the people, and to, if you can, look past the brutality and the bloodshed that is already here in that state and feels as though it's going to continue for a little while. But out of this terrible birth pains, there will be change, not just for Egypt, which will be positive, but for the wider world. And the wider world is going to look closely at what is happening in Egypt. And it feels as though some other countries are going to come to their aid and help them as well. But this does not need to spiral into wider chaos across the Middle East or across the world. It is just that this particular country, Egypt, has been chosen as a light for the world, actually. And in terms of Metatron, it feels very Metatronic in terms of the fact that it feels very dark there at present, with bloodshed and cruelty and anarchy and disorder. But out of this will come great light. And Metatron is saying the people of Egypt are not going to lie down and not accept what they want for their country, and we need to individually pray for the country, and we need to pray for the leaders and the average man on the street. Take heart and heed my call, for I will not lead you into a situation where there is only darkness. I will not lead you into a situation where there is no way out. I will not never lead you into a situation where there is no possibility for change or good. There is light within the situation, even though you cannot see it now out there, and change will come in its own time. But the world needs to sit up and take notice of what is happening in Egypt and send massive amounts of light to it. Know that Metatron watches over this beautiful country and its people and is willing them on. And as I look down, of course, I'm seeing the 36 bottle, the gateway as well. I'm just going to pull one card just to leave you with, and then I'll be back talking to you in a couple of weeks probably with the September message. So let's just see one final message for where we are. And we're sort of, I guess, hedging towards the middle of August, aren't we? I know also, by the way, we've got another of these Star of David, 6th planetary alignment up in the skies. I think it's the 26th of August, but I'll write about that on the Facebook page soon. Okay, now we've got Clear Angel. Can you see that? I'm not sure you can see it with the light shining from my window. It basically is the Clear Angel card. It's white light. It's called Gratitude and Grace. And yeah, I feel as though it's, in a way, it's confirmation that you're never, as Metatron said, we're never going to be led into a situation where there is only darkness. We will always be put somewhere where there is possibility for great light and change. And just to back that up, I've pulled that card out as well, which is the card of olive, hope, and new beginnings. So we're going to see that in Egypt over the coming months. I don't know what time scale we're talking about, but hang in there, anybody that's watching this from Egypt, and sending you lots of love. In the meantime, as I say, thanks very much for watching my channel, and I'll be back in touch soon. Much love. Bye.